Hey guys, this is Eliza and welcome back to a new video. So today is my October / Breath of the Wildathon TBR. So this is the first time I'm participating in Breath of the Wildathon. I don't game that much and I've never actually played it, but Kaz is one of the hosts who I've been following for years and it sounds really fun. The prompts are really fun. I watched her announcement video the other day, which I will link down below, but it sounds like it's going to be a good time. So I'm going to participate in it anyways. And also it doesn't have like a ton of challenges. I think there's like 7 reading challenges and 1 like participation type challenge. As I'm coming out of a reading slump, I thought this type of readathon would be a good idea. So the readathon runs for the entire month of October. There is a couple books I have outside of that TBR, but we'll get into those at the end. But we'll start off with the Breath of the Wildathon TBR. So I'll pop the map up on the screen for a second, but I am following the Urbosa, which is the yellow path. So everyone starts the same place, everyone ends at the same place, but there is 3 challenges in between, one of which is a randomly selected challenge, so I will do that while I'm talking to you guys and pick that book. But besides that, I've picked all the others. And then there's also 3 bonus challenges, but one of them is, like I said before, a like experience type challenge rather than a reading challenge. So, and those ones like pop up throughout the readathon, so I don't know what that is going to be because it'll just depend on what ones pop up and whether I can do them or not. First off, you start at the East Reservoir Lake, and for that one you need to read a book with blue on the cover, and I've chosen The Agathas by Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson. You'll notice that majority of these books are mystery, thriller, that type of thing, because you know it is October, so leading up to Halloween I do try and read more spooky books. There is a couple in here that aren't because like I just didn't have mysteries that fitted the challenge, but well, starting with The Agathas, this one I know nothing about, but this cover really intrigues me, and I've had it for a little while. I bought it at like Big W or something for like fuck all. I've been really keen to pick it up, I just haven't gotten there yet, so here we are. Do I know anything about it? No. Town cursed with missing girls, bad boyfriends, family secrets, and a very steep cliff. I'm very curious, and there is a map, which, you know, non-fantasies don't usually have maps, so I'm intrigued. But yeah, that is the blue book. So the next spot on the path for me is the Blood Moon card, which is the randomly selected card. So if you go on the website, they have cards that you select one, and that is the reading challenge behind it. But you need to like randomly generate the number between 1 and 10. So let's, can you even see that? There we go. Did I press it? Yes, it is a 3. So then we go back over, find number 3. Oh, wait, okay, you gotta press down here. Read a book with a gemstone on the cover or in the title. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to Google this because the book that I thought doesn't actually have a gemstone. Okay, so I just realized The Blood Trader by Leonard Noni, the 3rd book to The Prison Healer, has gems on the cover, and I have the audiobook for that. I don't actually have the physical book yet. There's the other ones, but I don't have the physical book for it yet. I need to order that. Well, I've ordered the Fairy Loot one. It's coming, but the other one I haven't. But yes, I'm gonna listen to that one on audiobook. Now, for the next challenge is Foothill Stable, read a book with a journey or a quest. But as, what am I, Urbosa? Is that what it's called? I am able to steal a challenge from another team and use instead of one of these. So I'm gonna swap this one out. I apologize if I pronounce any of this wrong. Like I said, I do not play Breath of the Wild, but I'm gonna steal a challenge from Daruk. Is that how you pronounce it? Which is read a book that's been on your TBR too long. And for that one, I'm gonna read Dear Justice by Nick Stone. I thought it'd be a good idea to throw a short one in there. I've also had this on my TBR for ages. I've put it on so many readathon TBRs and just haven't gotten to it. But I'm pretty sure this is also on my list of 22 books to read in 2022. So I'm gonna finally get to it. I read Dear Martin and absolutely loved it, so I'm assuming I'm gonna love this as well. It is a contemporary, so maybe it'll be a light, easy, I mean, it's not gonna be light. Based on the subject matter, it's not gonna be light, but it might be an easy, quick read. Then back on to the normal path, I have Southerner Mine, read a book that you recently acquired, and I'm gonna read At the End of Everything. This one, it's not like my most recent purchase, but like it was more recent. I think I got this at like the start of the year, but it is a dystopian like thriller type thing, so I thought it'd be perfect for October. Besides that, I know nothing about it. And then the last challenge is the Divine Beast challenge, and that is to read a book with the word fire as like the buzzword, so it has to have the word fire in it or like fire related. So I picked up Jadefire Gold by June C.L. Tan. This one I got in Fairy Loot. It's not my favorite Fairy Loot edition, to To be quite frank, I think it's a little ugly, but I do have this and it's got fire in the title. There is a couple others I do have that have like fire or flame. Like I've got the I think it's the candle and the flame, but I decided to go with this one because being a Fairy Loot book, like this was not on my radar prior to receiving it, and I want to see if I enjoy it. But I think I'm gonna pick this one up on audiobook, mainly because like this is the only edition I have and I don't want to damage it, especially if I don't end up liking it and I want to sell it on. But yeah, I also need some audiobooks because so far The Blood Trader is the only audiobook I have in my TBR, so I thought I might hunt down the audiobook for this one. Hopefully it's available. Now onto the bonus challenges and this freaking book. So this is the Gut Check Rock Read an Intimidating book. Okay, this thing is huge. I've also never read a Stephen King book, ever. Based on what I've heard, I don't particularly want to, but this one caught my interest and it was like 12 bucks at Big W. So I picked it up. Might have been Kmart, I think it was Kmart actually, but like, this is 550 pages. So, do I know anything about it? No, not really, but like, it piqued my interest and it's definitely intimidating. Between the fact that it's Stephen King, it's huge. Yeah, definitely fits the challenge. So, yeah. And then the next bonus challenge is the Skull Lake. Participate in at least one of the Fang and Bone challenges, which are those experience type challenges that I was talking about. So then lastly for the TBR is the LeMay Labyrinth Island. Is that how you pronounce that? Read a mysterious or puzzling book. So I chose a mystery, which is These Deadly Games by Diana Urban. I read, what's Diana Urban's other book? All Your Twisted Secrets. I read that one and really enjoyed it, so I decided to pick up this one. You hearing that? Like the crispness of that spine. So I'm picking up this one for my mysterious read. So from my September TBR, because I'm actually filming this on like the 17th of September. You probably won't see it straight away, but like I'm filming on the 17th of September. So at the current moment, I haven't read all the graphic novels that are on my TBR for September. So any of the ones that are on my TBR that I haven't read, I'm gonna like continue over to October. So as of right now, Deadly Class, Wind, Ronan Island, Witches, and Lore Volume 2. Lore Olympus Volume 2 are all on my TBR, so that I have not currently read. So those ones will be continuing over. Then for audiobook TBR, because I don't know if I'm gonna get to this one's also in my September TBR, but Gear Breakers by Zoe Hahn Makuta. I fucking no idea. But yeah, this one is currently on my audiobook TBR, but I haven't picked it up yet. So if I haven't read this by the end of September, I will be continuing this one over to September. I have The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings, which is intriguing me. This isn't necessarily a definite TBR. These are the kind of like the audiobooks that have the vibe of October that I might pick up. Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Myers Sane. Keep This to Yourself by Tom Ryan. The Grimrose Girls by Laura Pohl. Clickbait by Anne Vallet. But yeah, there's a couple on there that like are maybes for like to fit the vibes type thing. So we might pick up them. We will see. But anyways, that is it for my Breath of the Wild TBR. If you're also participating, let me know what you plan on reading, or just let me know what you plan on reading even if you're not participating. What are you most anticipating reading in October? I think I am the most keen for the Agathas, and I will be vlogging throughout October for the Breath of the Wild-a-thon. So keep an eye out for those. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.